everyone, it's Nezzle. Welcome back to my channel Nezzle and to another Nezzle Talk. In today's video, I'm going to share with you 7 life lessons that I have learned from being a YouTuber. However, I will be honest and say that technically I haven't learned these lessons from being a YouTuber, but I do believe that they were highly reinforced as a result of being a YouTuber. So definitely leave a comment down below and let me know if you relate to any or even all of these, and if there's any that I did not include that you think may apply, like some sort of life lesson that you have learned from either being a YouTuber or just observing YouTubers, then definitely leave it in the comment section below. Like the video if you enjoy it, and subscribe if you've not yet subscribed, and join the Nezzle Fam. Ensure that you turn on post notifications so that you'll be notified every time I post. So life lesson number 1 is a simple one, but definitely a good one to remember. And that is that you do not have to respond to everything that people say. When I just started making videos on YouTube, I felt like I had to respond to every single comment, even the overly negative ones or those that really just had no bearing on the video at all. But as I have spent more time on the platform and just more time making content, I have really come to learn that not every comment requires or even deserves a response. Sometimes the best response is no response, and that is also true in life. Sometimes people will say things to you that are just better left not responded to. Why? Because sometimes responding just sends you down a long rabbit hole of arguments or futile discussions that you really don't need to have. Trust me, we have limited time in every day, and if we can spend that time doing worthwhile things and having fruitful discussions, then I think that's a much better way to spend our time than engaging in conversations with people who are just really out to waste our time. So I've definitely learned that, and so I do not go out of my way to respond to overly negative comments or comments just for the sake of commenting anymore. And in my own life, I have learned that sometimes I just gotta keep walking, man. Now, connected to life lesson number 1 is life lesson number 2. And that is that you do not have to love or like everything that people say. And again, when I just started doing YouTube and they came out with the whole heart system, I felt like I had to heart every comment. I felt like if I didn't heart someone's comment, they would feel badly. And I don't know, I just felt like I had to. I mean, obviously, I know that I don't have to. But at that time, I felt like I had to. So even if someone left a comment that I didn't particularly love, which is what a heart suggests, that I love the comment, I would heart it. But now, your girl ain't doing that anymore. So I do heart comments. Like when you guys leave your lovely comments, the Nezzle Fam is awesome. Y'all leave some really great comments. I definitely heart them. But sometimes people leave some questionable comments and it's like, not really sure what you're trying to say here. I don't heart it. And that's fine. And it's the same thing in life. Sometimes people will say things that just rub you the wrong way and you don't have to like it. You really don't. So you can either just ignore it, like I said before. Maybe if it's something you think you need to respond to, you can do that, because I do sometimes respond to comments even if I may not heart them. So there's no need to love everything that everyone says. I mean, I think that's basic, but I was still including it here because it is something that really hit me. I was there one day responding to comments, because I do try to respond to all of my comments. If you're someone who comments, then I think you know that I respond. So I was there responding, and I was looking at some comment that I didn't hate, but I didn't love. And I was kind of back and forth as to, should I love the comment? And then I'm like, but no, you don't love the comment. So that's actually where the idea for this video came from. So I do hope that you guys are enjoying the video. And if I have not loved your comment, don't take it personally. It just meant that maybe I didn't love it. Doesn't mean I didn't like it. Life lesson number 3. This is a big one. Again, an obvious one, but a big one. Everyone will never like you. So if you are out there trying to get every single person to like you, you're fighting a losing battle. And that has really come through to me as a YouTuber, because I have seen that no matter how good my content may be, no matter how friendly my personality is, whatever it may be, I still have haters. I still have people who just don't like me for whatever reason. Some people think I talk too much. Some people probably just don't like to see me. Some people don't like my hair. Some people may not like how I dress, whatever it may be. The reality is that I have seen that everyone doesn't like me, and the same is true in life. Everyone will never like you. So you may go to your job and find that somebody on your job doesn't like you. Maybe at school you may see that some people at your school don't like you, and that is perfectly fine. You can never please everyone. There will always be people who just don't like you for whatever reason. Maybe they don't like what you stand for. Maybe their spirit just didn't give with you. Whatever the case may be, it happens and it is totally okay. So if you are in a situation where you find that maybe somebody just doesn't like you, you didn't do anything to them and they don't like you, then my friend, don't take it personally. It just means that you're human. Everyone won't like me, everyone won't like you, but the people who matter will. There's a saying that I quite like, and I think it is, those who mind don't matter and those who matter don't mind. Something to that effect. But essentially it says that the people who care about you, the people who really matter in your life, won't mind the silly things that happen in your life, or even the not so silly things that happen. And the people who mind and who take issue with you for whatever it is that they just don't like, they don't matter, at least in your life. I'm not saying they don't matter overall, because we all matter. We all human beings with value. But in terms of you and your life, or in terms of me and my life, they don't play any big role. So, everyone isn't gonna like you, and that's totally fine. Life lesson number 4 is an extremely positive one. I know a lot of the ones before were kind of negative with a spin to the positive, but this one is definitely just full on positive. And that is that there are still some really, really good people in the world. In my time on YouTube, I have met some incredible people, just ranging from the people who comment on the videos and leave loving comments week after week after week, to people like Steve, who sent me the drone, and some other really awesome people who have made anonymous donations to me and to the channel. And I really never expected it, and it has blown my mind like just wide open, because I just never realized how good mankind still is. Sometimes we think that people are so bad and the world is just getting worse and worse and worse, but there are some really good people still out there. I've seen it through YouTube, I've seen it in my personal life, just through people that I meet day to day on the street. And so I really wanted to include this here, because sometimes it's easy to feel down and just think like, I'm just going to do life on my own because people have hurt me and people are no good and people this and people that. But in spite of all the negative things that people do sometimes do, there are some really awesome, loving, caring, kind people out there who just want to help, or who just want to show love for whatever reason, whether it is that is just what they feel their calling is, to be loving towards others, or they're giving back in some way. Whatever it is, there are good people out there still, and that is something that we can celebrate. So we should do that. Life lesson number 5 is another positive one, and that is that hard work and dedication pays off. I don't know how many of you know, but I put a lot of work into these videos. Sholin puts a lot of work into these videos by coming with me, especially when we go on the walks, helping me set up for these talks. So we both work really hard on them. Editing, guys, I spend hours and hours and hours editing. There are some nights when I go to sleep at 1 in the morning, 2 in the morning, because I also work. So, it's not easy, but I am seeing the rewards to my labor. I am seeing that more people are joining the Nezzle Fam. Like, we're growing, and that's awesome. More people are watching the videos, more people are commenting and liking, and that just really pushes me to do more. I've had people reach out to me on other platforms, like on my Instagram, through my email, and just spread love and encouragement, and it really helps, because sometimes, when you are working hard and it seems like maybe no one is noticing, it can be a demotivating factor. But it has been really great to just hear from you guys and to know that you are appreciating my content, both these talks as well as the vlogs, and it really motivates me to keep going, and additionally seeing the growth of the channel and just anticipating how much more we can grow as a family here. I am just really excited. So it has just shown me that hard work and dedication really does pay off. You hear it a lot when you're growing up, like people will tell you work hard, you know, it pays off. But then you also will have people who will give you the flip side to it, and they'll be like, oh, you don't need to work that hard. But I do believe when you work hard, you reap the rewards of your labor. So if you're working towards something, I'm going to encourage you right now to keep at it, even if you feel like you're not seeing growth. So if it's a YouTube channel maybe that you have and you've been posting videos, putting out content, and people are not seeing it, don't give up. If it's a business you've started and you're not getting much support yet, keep at it. If you're at school and you're working hard and your grades are not there yet, keep studying. Whatever it is that you're doing, you're trying to lose weight and the weight isn't going, keep eating right, keep exercising, keep getting your sleep, all of it. Like, it will pay off in the long run once you keep at it. So don't give up, keep at it, because it pays off. I see this channel going really far, guys. I'm excited, I'm positive and hopeful, so let's keep growing, you know. All right, and that takes me to tip number 6, which can in a way be linked to tip number 5, and that is that negativity can actually help you to grow. So a lot of times we see negativity as something that holds us back. So when people say negative things to us, we get some negative feedback, we can look at it as a bad thing. However, one, constructive criticism can be really helpful in showing us where we need to improve, because none of us are perfect and we can always do things to be better. So I am always looking for ways that I can improve things on this channel, ways that I can make things better. So that's one way. If somebody comes to me and they have some feedback that may not be the most positive, but it's given in a constructive way, that is definitely helpful. But taking it a step further, even when the negativity comes, you can spin that into positivity for yourself. So in terms of YouTube itself, some people may or may not know, but putting a down on a video does not harm my channel or anyone's channel. All it does is give feedback to that person as to whether you liked or disliked the video. And that's how YouTube takes it. So YouTube doesn't really care whether it's a positive thumbs up or a thumbs down. Not saying to thumbs down, do thumbs up. But YouTube doesn't care whether it's a thumbs up or a thumbs down. What YouTube cares is that people are interacting with the video. In the same way with a comment. Whether you leave a positive comment or a negative comment, YouTube sees a comment. So it helps me regardless. I definitely prefer the positive comments. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, hey, you know, just leave negative. I don't like negativity. I'm a positive person. I love to smile, I love to be happy. And so this channel embraces positivity. Leave positive comments and I will give you back a lot of positivity. But what I'm saying is that even if persons leave negative comments, it actually helps. And so in real life as well, when people come to you with negativity, you can use that as encouragement to do even better, to rise even higher. So they tell you you can't do it, use that as some motivation, some fuel to show them that you can. You know, don't let them keep you down. Instead, you rise above. You get up, you overcome, you show them what you're made of. So negativity doesn't have to be a bad thing. It in itself is, yes, negativity itself is a bad thing, but it doesn't have to be a bad thing for you. You can choose to flip it and turn that negativity into positivity. Take the lemons, make lemonade. We all know that saying, right? So it's the same thing. So that's another major life lesson that I've learned from YouTube. I'm embracing the good stuff as well as the bad stuff because they all help in the long run. And the final life lesson that I'm going to share in today's video, there are other things I've learned, but the final one I'm going to share today is that things do not always go the way you think they will. And speaking in terms of YouTube first, I'll just say, sometimes I create a video and I'm like, I could have done a bit more, I could have put more into this, I could have said this, I could have said that, and I think people may not really watch this video, people may not really like it. And I put it out and I see so many people loving the video and liking it and commenting and stuff. And other times I might do a video and I'm like, wow, that's the best video I've ever done and I'm so hyped about it. And I put it out and people hardly watching the video. Or YouTube is like, oh, fewer people are interested in this video. And I'm like, what? But the same thing happens in life. Things just sometimes don't go the way we think they will. We think something is going to be amazing, it turns out to be a flop. We think something is going to be the worst thing, it becomes a huge success. And so I'm including this one here because I think it's a great motivator to just try things. Even if you feel like you may fail, try it. Because sometimes the things we think we're not going to be that great at, we end up excelling at. And sometimes the things we think we're going to really just, hit the stars with, we flop. But that's okay. Failure doesn't have to be the end point. Failure can just be a step towards success. So when you fall, don't see it as failure. It's just another step or maybe a step back, but it doesn't have to mean the end. You can keep going because you never know. Your next step might be amazing. So for me, every video I do, I try to put my all into it. I try to do my best because I don't know what video is going to take off and what's not going to. Because sometimes what I think is going to be the best really isn't, and what I think is just meh, everyone loves. So try and put that same thinking into your life and just put your best into everything, hoping that they'll all succeed. They probably won't, but some of them will. And you will be happy that you tried them. So guys, I hope you enjoyed these 7 tips that I sort of kind of learned from being a YouTuber. Not really, but these were definitely reinforced through being a YouTuber. So don't forget to comment below and let me know if you relate to any of these, if these are things that you have experienced in your own life. And thumbs up the video if you enjoyed it. That really helps the channel. It helps YouTube to know what people are enjoying. It will put it out to more people when people are interacting with my content. So please thumbs it up and subscribe and turn on post notifications so you're notified every time I post, because I post these Nezzle Talks and I post vlogs. So I'm sure you'll find something on this channel that you enjoy. So thank you for watching, and I'll catch you in my next video. Bye!